4 sets down, 1 more to go. We warned you, we expected this between these two squads. One is armed with a 2-game winning streak, Adamson. One is an unblemished record at 5-0, Ateneo. We go to a 5th set. By the way, just before we explain set number 4, to clarify, yung senyas nung referee kanina there was a warning, a delay warning given to Adamson prior to that serve of Makatuno because they did not enter the court right away. So they might, if they redo that again, a point might be taken away from them later on. But first, what happened in set number 4? Ganun-ganun lang. Lamang na Adamson tatlo. Tapos hinabol, lumamang Ateneo tatlo. Tapos nanalo Adamson sa dulo.
Well, you know, the Adamson team that we saw in the first set and maybe...
2 sets.
Yeah, the start of the second set. Parang they came alive. You said nga, their wings got clipped in the 3rd set, but in the 4th set, they ended their wings. You know, basically, they played the same game as they did in the first. They were more aggressive. They were getting all the balls, and they were enjoying communicating, so a good sign for Adam.
They cut down on their errors.
By 5.
By
so
6. By 6, oh. 11 kanina, di ba?
Right.
Yun ang naging diferensya.
And 5 unforced errors is a pretty decent number.
Yeah, not bad at all. They had 11 in the 4th. It's a brand new ball game, and it's a quicker game.
They were meant for each other.
Yeah, di ba? Sabi ko sa'yo eh. Tinakda ng tadhana. Now, we're obviously in the 5th set, for those who still don't know, 15 points.
Nice how you did that came in, 15 points.
Sakto, parang binigyan ako ng dramatic effect ni Direk Abet Ramos. 15 points, so the game is quicker, the game is shorter, the tension is thicker. Although, as we've seen and said, we just don't see Adamson getting nervous or affected by the tension at all. They lost the 3rd set because they just didn't play well.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
And it was all Eliza Valdez in that
third set. You're right. Zapanta, di umabot.
That's not a good start for Adamson.
It was a low underhand set also for her, so she wasn't able to get her usual height on her approach.
Yeah, but both squads opting for the same lineup. So for Adamson, it's Pineda, and for Ateneo, they're sticking with Tajima, who, by the way, commits a service error.
Yep. Which Ateneo has kind of cured in the last few sets, no?
That's right. But of course, this is the most important set, pressure-packed, and nerves already set in.
Kainglet asking for it again, off speed, great coverage by Adamson. Zapanta has to send this for a chance ball for Ateneo. Back set to Gretchen Ho.
Good dig.
Zapanta again, down the line. Herbacio was there. Ferrer back to Phil. Coverage.
It was crowded there.
Kainglet again. Listana pops it right back up. Zapanta again.
This is a long rally.
Long rally we have here at 1-all. Phil recoils. Herbacio gets it through. Soriano. Fans getting anxious here. Sent back again.
Pao has been very active in by the net.
On both ends.
Yeah.
Kainglet, that's too low. And Ferrer hangs on to the net.
And you know,
That's a tiring rally.
Yeah, but you would. I wanted to give credit to Ferrer because she was getting everyone involved. She even got Herbacio from the back involved.
Look at that. Draining rally, wasn't it, Phil? So let's go to Gretchen first. Sabi ni Jem. Pahinga ka muna na. Isang tira. Si Gretchen muna. Puntahan natin si Apple David from the Adamson side.
This is a familiar situation for Adamson and they know how to close out games like this. Now it boils down to execution. The first instruction of Coach Sherwin is huwag niyong intindihin yung kalaban kasi alam nila yung ginagawa nila. Ang importante, alam niyo rin yung ginagawa niyo. Next, magandang first ball, second ball, tapos banatan yung palo. Lastly, sure service. Basically, no room for error for Adamson. Bumanarine.
That sounds like Coach Sherwin, all right. Short but sweet.
Yep.
Oh, great adjustment, but great coverage by Makatuno. Zapanta. Hervasio sends it back. Quality volleyball here. From start to finish.
Oh, another good coverage.
Speaking of finish, there's no end to this yet. Ferrer varying her choices. Zapanta was there to deny Gretchen Ho.
And you know, funny, I was looking at Zapata. She was already screaming once she hit it. There you go.
Yep.
You can see her mouth. She knew it already. 3-1. 3-2. 1 point lead.
This is a war of attrition between Ateneo and Adamson now. Eliza put something extra into that. And a 2-point lead in the 5th set. A crucial one for Adamson as we check in with Selena Dagdag.
As the final set rolls out, Coach Roger demands to witness nothing but one thing. The Lady Eagles raising their performance level up both on the offense and on the defensive front. He tells the team that at this point, patibayan na lang daw ng loob ito. Earlier, also the girls commend the Lady Falcons for their perseverance, but focus on encouraging each other to have presence of mind and work harder. Boom and Noreen.
Thank you very much. And that's what it is about in the 5th set, really. It's a mental game.
That's right. And you know, you gotta forget about your fatigue factor. You gotta forget about, you know, like the crowd, the conditions, because it's the final set. You just gotta play point for point.
Speaking of which, nakikita ko si Valdez. Oy, Guevara. Even if that went in, see, the referee says it's lifting. Because even if that ball went in, they will not allow that. Masyadong matagal dun sa kamay ni Guevara. Yan po ang violation dyan.
So parang really yung nag-dunk
Yes.
man.
Speaking of, you were saying fatigue. Guevara trying this one this time. Valdez has been pounding on her right leg. That's outside. Pinapagpag niya yung kanyang right leg. I think kanina ini-stretch yun. Nakita mo, Noreen, di ba? She's gingerly walking to her spot.
Could be a case of cramps na rin,
Again,
no?
yeah.
I mean, she has been really working hard for
Yep.
Ateneo.
But you're saying, you know, time to suck it in.
Yeah.
This situation.
Oh, good dig by Adamson.
Adamson ahead here, 5-4. Ferrer underhand to Eliza.
Wow, another good dig.
That's great defense just for Adamson right now. And it catches the line.
That was lucky. That was pure luck for Adamson.
Pineda had luck on her side. She just tried to make something out of this because she was out of position. She sends it back. Denise Lazaro hoping that it would sail out, but no. 2-point lead again for Adamson. This one sails out.
What an untimely error there. But still no reaction from Coach Sherwin.
Kalma lang. You know, sometimes a player takes on the personality of the coach, as you know. If you see your coach frantic and panicking, syempre ikaw rin,
Yeah.
ano?
That's true.
Pineda again! Cross court! Oh, boy, did she hop for that one. Full swing at the ball and cracks it to put it away.
Really
Look at that swing.
impeccable timing.
Oh.
That's good timing.
Beautiful. Beautiful form.
But when you look at the defense of Ateneo, they're really just slow. Hervasio and Tajima slow to close the gap.
Answered by a great play from Ateneo. Valdez, yeoman's job here.
Now, Coach Roger asking Valdez, kaya mo pa ba? I mean, I saw I kind of got it from context, but, you know, the player Valdez is yes.
28 points for this hard-working horse. that Ateneo's looking to ride on right now till the end of this game. Well, she is a thoroughbred.
Right, and
Look at that. Look at that. How about a little luck? It doesn't hurt to be a little lucky, doesn't it?
2 straight aces by Valdez. She is being rewarded for all her hard work.
That's a great point, Doreen. Yeah, sabi nga nila, di ba? Luck favors the bold and the hardworking. And that probably was a perfect example of that. So we switch courts here. Switch sides at 8-7. Again, this is set number 5. So 15 points ang hinahabol.
You know, this is a crucial point in this set. I'm saying, of course, the whole set's crucial, but in terms of the momentum.
Oh!
That's 3.
Reception errors for the Falcons, and Valdez pounding on the points from the service line. This girl is scoring from everywhere. 9-7, let's listen in.
Expect nyo sa inyo mapupunta yung bola, huwag nyo iwasan yung bola. Okay? Kasi pag iniwasan nyo, walang kukuha dyan. Sige, pwede kang kumuha dyan. E di mag-error ka kung okay lang kung mag-error. Then, 4 receiver, taas lang. Okay? Isang ikot lang yan, no?
Coach Sherwin stating it, as we look at the Liza there being stretched, stating it matter-of-factly, take the risk, get the ball. Kung mag-error, but it has to be out of effort rather than waiting and watching.
That's right. And not being tentative. You're saying, you know, they committed 3 reception errors.
Yes.
They were very tentative. Sabi, puntahan niyo yung bola.
Nananadya na to si Eliza Valdez, ha? Sa mga net serves na yan, ha? From being down 2 points, the Lady Eagles are up 3, 10-7. Tajima, Hervasio collaborating on a stoppage.
But you know, you really got to give credit. During that huddle, they were stretching the legs of Valdez, but she's still here, serving well for Ateneo.
And you know what those service aces are doing also? It's allowing her to rest.
Yes, that's true.
Pineda, Lazaro. Just too much power. Pineda just with a perfect kill. And now, De Jesus will move in. She will replace Valdez while Valdez is struggling to get to the sidelines. She's gonna get stretched, that's for sure.
That's right, and you
Tsaka
said
nasa
it.
likod naman eh.
Exactly, that's a perfect time for Coach Roger to completely rest and stretch her.
And also hydrate. They're trying to hydrate her to make sure that she is replenished while she's cramping. As Hervasio takes over. See Hervasio giving them a 3-point lead, 4 points away from being 6-0 here in the tournament. But that's a long road still.
You know, that's the beauty of having Kainglet and Hervasio in your team. They know they are role players. The top option is Valdez, but when they're called to, they will deliver.
Pineda could not control her momentum. Noreen is a great attack, but she crossed over as Valdez there being stretched. Her hamstring, her quads.
Everything.
Kanina pa niya kasi pinapalo, sinusuntok at ipinapagpag yung paa niya. So they have a little luxury here with a 4-point lead to do that. Hervasio serves again.
If you're Valdez, are you hoping that this will end without them rotating?
Kainglet sends it over. Soriano. The elevator was there. Kainglet tries to clean it up. Tajima keeps it alive. Phil again. Pinigyan ng konti. Pineda was there and she gets it back. Off speed for Sheila. Ferrer, jump set to Kainglet. Balik sa kanya. Net block. Coach Roger telling Phil to put Dinan daw. Alam mo, may halong pagod na itong mga to eh.
That's right. you can tell because Kainglet does not, hindi siya umaatras enough to get that perfect approach. Alam mo, medyo pitin na eh.
That's right. Good point. 9 serving 12 here. Pineda is the back row now. Zapanta takes over in the front.
Whoa!
Tajima! You know what? I will give credit to Jem Ferrer for that one. Because, I mean, Tajima scored the point. But Ferrer gives her the opportunity at 12-9.
That's confidence.
What confidence! That only bodes well for that 18-year-old psyche.
Tingin ang bola, ha? Apat lang yan, isang patay tayo, pero isang receive muna tayo. Lambutan mo lang kasi yung kamay mo, ang tigas eh. Ha? Kaya nalilate yung palo eh.
Kapit lang tayo.
Kaya pa yan. Trabahoin niyo sa likod, trabahoin niyo sa likod. Sila trabaho sa harap. Ha? Let's go.
Alam mo, dito natin nakikita yung utak ni Jem Ferrer. Kasi alam niya hindi nila chinecheck si Tajima dahil taga-fake lang eh. At hindi na nabebenta yung fake eh.
That's true,
Diba?
ah.
So Jem...
Luging-lugi na yung fake.
So Jem probably thought, I'll go to you because they're not respecting you anyway. And she gives a perfect set.
And it's clear in that slow-mo, even Pao Soriano.
Nobody home, right?
Talagang nagulat.
Yeah, nobody expected her. 39, but this is not over yet.
Not, especially not Adamson.
Yep. Zapanta again. Through the block. So powerful, this Ateneo de Davao recruit. Oh, diniinan talaga.
That's the in that the coaches were talking about.
Matuno now. 10 serving 13. Ferrer backtracking for that one. They need a good receive, talking about Ateneo. Ferrer goes to Kainglet.
Oh,
Great
but-
reflexes
yeah.
by Zapanta. Then she follows it up. Kainglet again gets it from Jem. Sheila sets up. Mayet, that's a check ball, and it's in anyway. You know what they say? Adamson is as clingy as an ex-boyfriend. It's 11-13.
Malaki yung block nito dito. Ulo mo rito, ha. Huwag ka na pupunta kasi malalaki yung sakop ng block ni Pau, eh. Ha? Tuloy mo lang dito. Pilikit mo dito para may pa-check. Ha? Ang target mo, ito lang. Ito lang. Ito lang. Huwag ka dito, ha. Masyado. O kaya dito yung off-speed mo rito. Okay. Pag tumakbo dun yung bola, mas madaling blockin si Zapanta, eh. Kesa kay Soriano. Kailangan huwag mabalik ng chance ball.
So Coach Roger, a little more aware of Soriano in front. They feel that she's more of a threat than Zapanta.
But Zapanta is the one scoring the points for
Wow.
Adamson.
But maybe by design also, as they seem to be wanting that more than Soriano. Let's see. See, they go back again to Zapanta. And that's what Coach Roger was saying just a while ago. Mas kaya natin blockin siya kesa kay Pau. And they demonstrate that one and put themselves into match point. And more bad news, Valdez comes back in as Ella De Jesus marches to the front line.
But you know, we gotta mention whatever happens. This is a great
Oh,
match.
yeah.
You know, the level of volleyball really,
Both
really
teams.
there. Yeah, both teams.
Soriano check, and that's it. Ateneo escapes by the skin of their teeth and is still undefeated. They end the year without a loss, and they start the year with a win. This one, a character testing one, Noreen.
That's right. It was a hard-earned victory. They had to, for some reason, they were struggling to find the form that they showed towards the end of last year. But, you know, slowly but surely, they were able to find that form and win this, but in 5 sets.
What a grind by both teams. Adamson deserves as much credit as Ateneo, but some errors towards the end cost them this match. Adamson will fall to 3-2. Ateneo will go up to 6-0, and they continue to make history for their schools, Noreen. I mean, for Ateneo.
Well, speaking of Ateneo, speaking of that girl there right in front, what can we say, Boom? What can we say about that girl? She really worked hard in this match.
Look at that. Look at the numbers, Noreen.
30 points, that's easily 2 players already, the output of 2 players in a whole match.
Cramping towards the end, too. 23 attacks, 3 blocks. 4 service aces, 3 in a crucial part of the match earlier. Oh, what a game. What a game for her. What a game for her team. What a game for Adamson University. Adamson sends a message also here, Noreen. No matter what you say, they're going to give everybody a fight.
It's just sad that I think especially in a match like this one, it's
Somebody
so sad.
loses.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody has to lose because you gotta give them both credit. What a hard-fought game, and the quality was there. Really, really top-notch game.
Somebody has to win. That's the beauty and also the sadness of sports. On Wednesday, the beauty is there's more games now that the volleyball competitions have returned. On Wednesday here at the arena in San Juan, makita-kita tayo. The FEU Lady Tamaraws, the UE Lady Warriors engage, and Adamson University and UST. Adamson will try to lick their wounds, and UST will try to go for back-to-back wins to start year 2013. But what a grind it was today. Not for LaSalle though, as they easily won earlier in 3 sets against the UP Lady Maroons. But the Ateneo Lady Eagles lost the first set, won the next 2, and then Adamson winning the 4th to force the 5th end decider. But Ateneo holding steady in the end to get their 6th win in season 75. For Selena Dagdag, Apple David, Noreen Go, Direct Abet Ramos, and everybody behind the truck for ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Boop Gonzalez saying so long as we continue to set, spike, and smash our way through season 75 of the UAP Women's Volleyball Tournament.